Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me here today for a new pick a card reading. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome in. My name is Melissa, and today's video topic is going to be blessings coming to you this upcoming spring season. So what we'll do in today's video is look into any amazing, happy blessings that are headed your way this upcoming spring. This is a timeless reading, so regardless of when the spring season is, wherever you live, regardless of when you view the video, if you feel guided to view, there's likely a message that's here for you. So this is going to be more of a predictive style reading, you guys, meaning that this blessing energy is going to be revealing. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me here today for a new pick a card reading. For anyone that's new to my channel, welcome in. My name is Melissa, and the topic that we will be reading on today is going to be blessings coming your way this upcoming spring season. So we're going to just get some detail and insight into what amazing, beautiful blessings are coming to you as we navigate towards the season of spring. This is a timeless reading, so regardless of when the spring season is that you guys feel drawn to this video, if you are drawn to it, there's probably a message that is here for you. And keep in mind, you guys, that with these predictive style readings, this is just giving us a snapshot of the current energy. So you can switch up your energy, switch up your actions, switch up the way that you react to certain things in your life, and you can manifest a totally different outcome for yourself. So always keep that in mind. This is also a general reading, so some messages will resonate while others may not. Use your intuition to discern what is for you and what might be a message for someone else. If you do want to book a personal reading, all the details on how you can do so will be linked in the description box down below. So for today's video, I'm going to be working with 3 piles. So starting here on the left, we've got group number 1. This is the Forest of Enchantment Tarot with some Tiger's Eye. Here in the middle, we have group 2. This is the SpiritSong Tarot with some Strawberry Quartz. And group number 3 is the Pre-Raphaelite Tarot with some Pyrite. So take a deep breath. Think about what blessings are headed your way this upcoming spring. Choose the deck or crystal you're feeling the most intuitively connected to, really selecting with your gut instincts and your intuition versus your eyesight. And once you've made your choice, you can scroll down to the description box below where you will find the timestamp that will skip you right away to your chosen deck. See you there. Hey there, pile 1. If you guys picked out this lovely Tiger's Eye sphere with the Forest of Enchantment Tarot, this will be your reading where we're going to look to see what blessings are headed your way this upcoming spring. So I'm going to be shuffling all of our decks on camera today, starting off with your tarot. So let's see, for anyone choosing group number 1, the Tiger's Eye sphere, what blessings are coming in for them this upcoming spring season? I'm feeling butterflies in my stomach. We have the 9 of Visions, this is the 9 of Cups. We have the 4 of Visions, the 4 of Cups. We also have the Seeker of Boons. This is the Knight of Pentacles. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Cups. This is beautiful, you guys. So starting off with our tarot cards, what I feel is happening for you guys this spring is I feel like you guys are getting something that you really want, especially with this undertone of the 10 of Cups being here. This is making me feel like you guys are achieving something really important. Like, for me, the 10 of Cups is about family, it is about love, but it's also kind of about reaching this like aspirational place in our lives where we really feel like we've achieved something really important. And I definitely feel that's the undertone of the blessings headed your way this spring, pile 1. You have a 9 of Cups here. So the 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment, and especially the way it's depicted in this deck. This is like someone casting this coin into a wishing well and making a wish. I feel like you guys have casted a wish, or you've been manifesting something in your life, and you've been setting intentions for something to happen for you. And I kind of feel with the Four of Cups coming up here that maybe you've had this feeling of like impatience or frustration because maybe what you have wished for, it doesn't necessarily feel like it's happening fast enough for you in a lot of ways. And I also think for some of you guys with the Nine of Cups coming in here, you already have like everything that you need in life. And I think this upcoming spring, it's this energy of like having all the things you need to be like satisfied and happy and fulfilled, but maybe feeling a little sense of boredom about like what's supposed to happen next? Like, what else is there for you? Like, I have all this stuff. I have everything I need. Now what? Is kind of the vibe I'm getting from this Four of Cups. Like, maybe a little bit of boredom energy coming through. But with the Seeker of Boons, the Knight of Pentacles, I feel like a lot of you guys are slowly making progress towards this goal that you've been manifesting. So it's like you've cast the wish, you have set the intention to get this ultimate wish fulfilled. There's a period maybe this spring of waiting and being like, when is it coming? I'm wanting change. And maybe like you guys don't realize with the little dragonfly here, for me, dragonflies are symbolic of change. And hummingbirds, when I think of hummingbirds, I think of like being comfortable living in the moment, right? So it's like you go into this phase of maybe like boredom. Is like, when is it coming? Is the universe missing me? Is it not listening to my wishes that I want? But then toward the end of the spring season, it feels like there's progress again. So like the Knight of Pentacles can come in the form of like an offer, like someone offering you something tangible that you can act on. So whether this is like a job offer or an offer for a new opportunity. I also think because this is the Seeker, this is about you guys seeking out the answers that you need and going after the thing that it is that you're wishing and wanting, realizing that maybe like putting some slow, practical, tangible effort into this is going to serve you in your highest good. I almost feel like you guys are discovering something that's going to be like the key to unlocking whatever this is that you want. But it feels like you guys are getting what you want with the Nine of Cups. Like there is this element of wish fulfillment and having what you want coming in as part of the blessing. But it just may take a little work for you to get there, totally. A lot of you guys, I feel like this is a job offer coming in for you. But it doesn't necessarily have to be. So let's pull an astrology card for group one. What is the blessings? What are the blessings coming through for them this upcoming spring season? Let's get some clarification here on these tarot cards. Okay, yes, the second house. So this definitely has to do with your coin, your money. It's so interesting too because we have like the coin here in the Nine of Cups. We have Pentacles energy here. So you guys are definitely, this blessing has to do with the way that you make money. The second house has to do with money and finances. It could have to do with things you own, things that you place value on, right? So definitely for a lot of you guys, this is for sure a job of some sort. For others of you, this could just be unlocking or finding out a new way to make money that ends up coming to light for you. And with the Capricorn energy here at the bottom of the deck, Capricorn is all about hard work. So like I was saying, I think you guys have been putting in a lot of hard work to achieve this goal, to achieve this blessing that you want. And spring feels like a time where things may finally start to come to fruition for you. Capricorn energy too is about like, this card in particular is about kind of like networking, being able to connect with the right people in order to put you in the places that you desire to go, which is awesome. All right, let's get a few more from this oracle deck. So for group one, tell us more, Spirit, about the blessings coming through for them this upcoming spring season. That's probably why I was feeling the butterflies in my stomach, you guys, because there's like an excitement here around like new beginnings or new opportunities, or like this excitement around finally getting something you want after maybe a period of feeling like it wasn't coming, or that it, you know, it was, maybe you felt like you've been left behind by the universe or something, but you weren't. Let's see. We have the fire element. warrior passion, fearlessness. So definitely a lot of excitement around this blessing, definitely a lot of passion around this blessing. This is also about taking action, taking swift action and going after the things that you want. Again, tying back to those butterflies I was feeling in my stomach, like there's a lot of excitement here around this blessing. We also have the golden ratio, beauty, nature, and patterns. I'm just looking at this for a second. Some of these numbers might be significant for some of you, but I almost feel like this is sort of like this, it's like this energy of being able to see things from a higher perspective, being able to identify the bigger overarching patterns at play with the blessing that you're manifesting, kind of understanding that things happen in cycles. I feel like this is sort of also a deeper understanding of like the universe and how the universe works for you. Beauty and nature also, though, talk about like literally those things, beauty and nature. So this could also be something else that you guys experience during the spring, is feeling more beauty, appreciating more beauty around you, which is kind of the vibe I'm getting from actually a lot of these cards because they're outside in nature in the forest. Some of you guys may also be like working on your physical appearance a little bit during the spring season as well. That's just something I'm getting for some of you. Let's see. Let's get a few more for group one. But this is exciting, group one. Like, I definitely feel you're going to be satisfied. I think you're going to be happy with what you've gotten. I think you're going to learn to appreciate more the things that you have. Hold on. Let's see for group one. What else do they need to know about the blessings coming their way this spring? We have decisions, the need to gain clarity through decision making. So you guys could definitely be faced with a choice that leads to you getting what it is that you ultimately want. And I also think that that's part of the Four of Cups as well, is sort of like knowing that you have choices, knowing that you have options, but like feeling as though none of the options really feel good for you, or they feel blah to you, or you don't feel like excited about them. So you kind of just sit there in indecision, right? So I think being able to get in touch like with your values and what's really important to you is what's going to ultimately help you make this decision. Let's see. We also have declutter. Let go of old items. Create a new sacred space for yourself. I love this. So for some of you guys, this is also like removing any confusion from your space. Like anything that's in your either physical, spiritual, mental space that's causing a blockage or feeling confusing for you, it's like this is a time where you're going to release that and let it go. Even like with the second house, like for some of you guys, this could literally be about like getting rid of stuff out of your house, like purging your living space, refreshing your living space so that you can feel more in alignment with your goals, whatever that is that you want to achieve. Like, you know, like if you're wishing for a new job where you work from home, you might be reworking your space to have a really beautiful home office that feels exciting to you, right? Or if you're manifesting or wishing for like a life partner, maybe it's like you're decluttering some of your stuff to make room for another person. Do you get what I'm saying? So this is cool. So let's just grab one more for pile one and then we'll close this out. So what else does my pile one viewer need to know about the blessings coming to them this spring? We have the Father. My true Father is God in heaven, who shines healing light upon me, my birth father, and our relationship. So there could be something around your father or a father figure in your life that shows itself to you as a blessing. So maybe some of you guys are getting support from your father. For some of you who resonate with this more like spiritual message, this is also kind of talking about believing that a higher power is looking over you, and kind of I like how it says it shines healing light. So it's like maybe having a deeper understanding of relationships with your father or father figure. and promoting healing to that relationship. You guys also did at the bottom of the deck, remember, you had the 10 of Cups, which has to do with family. So for some of you guys, there could be another element of this blessing with family energy coming in, maybe more family unity, family harmony, things of that nature. So pile 1, we're going to close it out there, but looks really exciting. Definitely feels like you're getting your wishes fulfilled and getting something tangible that you want, having to do with money, which is really exciting, and work. So drop me a comment below. Please let me know how it resonates with you. If you did enjoy, please be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you guys in a new reading very soon. Bye. Hello there, group number 2. If you guys picked out this lovely strawberry quartz crystal and the SpiritSong Tarot, this will be your reading where we're going to dig into what blessings are coming to you this spring. So let's go ahead and see. We are going to be shuffling all the decks on camera today. And just as a reminder, you guys, this is a general reading. So some messages will resonate with you, others may not. And if you're watching this and it really doesn't resonate, then this may not be the pile for you. You may want to pick a different pile, or there may not be a specific message for you in today's video. So just keep that in mind. So for pile 2, what is happening in terms of blessings for pile 2 this upcoming spring season? Okay, we have the 10 of Acorns. This is the 10 of Wands. Okay. We have the 5 of Cups. Ooh. And the Knight of Swords is wanting to pop out. In fact, actually, I feel like I want to put that one back. One more. Seven of Pentacles. Okay. So let's see. For group number 2, blessings. So I definitely feel like something is being illuminated for you guys this upcoming spring. There's some sort of clarity that's coming your way. Maybe coming out of a feeling of disappointment, or coming out of a feeling of potential disappointment or sadness. I've been really, really drawn to this lightning bug here on the screen. Like, this card stands out the most to me out of the 3 tarot cards that you guys got. And so this is what's making me feel like there's something being highlighted and illuminated for you. You're getting enlightenment. You're receiving clarity after a time of disappointment or a time of sadness. And this particular 5 of Cups talks about hope and readjustment. So there's definitely the sense that you guys are empowered this spring to make some sort of tweaks or readjustments to the way that you've been going about something. And I feel like there's a lot of positivity around this. There's a lot of hope. So it's like, from a mindset perspective, you guys are kind of learning to make lemons out of lemonade. You know what I mean? When life gives you lemons, drink lemonade, you know? And you guys have options too, which is exciting here with the 7 of Pentacles. You know, the 7 of Pentacles is also an energy of reassessing. It's also an energy of taking a step back, looking at where we've come, like how far we've come so far, and deciding, okay, am I getting the return on investment, or do I need to switch something up so that I can get the result that I'm desiring? So there's definitely this energy that you guys have invested in something leading up to this point. And in order to achieve the results that you wish to see, you're feeling empowered and enlightened to make a slight shift in the way you're going about it, which will help you to achieve the desired result you want. We also have the 10 of Wands. So this is talking about responsibility and dedication. This is fire energy. So I definitely feel that there's a lot of passion that you all have toward whatever this is that you're going through, whatever this is that you're doing. And there's a lot of hard work here. There's something you guys are feeling really, really dedicated to as you move through this spring season. And even though, like, I'm not going to lie to you guys, you know, I'm not a sugarcoating type of reader. Like, these cards aren't necessarily like screaming at me as like the happiest, most obvious blessing right now. But a lot of times that's how blessings work, right? Like, a lot of times, you know, when we come upon these like tougher energies in our lives, this is what challenges us to make the necessary changes to get the things that we desire, right? So it's like that blessing in disguise quote that we hear all the time, which I'm sure we always hate. But it definitely feels like you guys are coming upon a time of like hard work and readjustment, taking responsibility for your actions, taking responsibility for the things that you want in life, and feeling really empowered to move forward. Let's progress here with an astrology card and just get some more clarity and insight for you, Group 2. So what else does Group 2 need to know about the blessings coming to them this spring? The cool thing with the Seven of Pentacles is because it talks about investment, it's like, even though right now you might not be reaping all the rewards and benefits, there's this energy of investment for the future. So you guys definitely feel very future oriented this spring, because you know that the efforts you make today, you want those efforts to serve you tomorrow. You know what I mean? And for the long term. So let's see. It's kind of like work hard now so I can relax later kind of vibes is what I'm getting. Blessings for pile 2 this spring. Okay, this one kept showing itself to me when I was shuffling. So we've got the fire element of desire. You guys also have the Gemini card pop out. So I guess we will take them both. So there's like I was mentioning with the 10 of acorns here, there's a lot of passion. You guys definitely have a lot of creative energy brimming for you this spring season, a lot of action-oriented energy, a lot of passion and energy around the blessing. And maybe part of this blessing is having the energy, having the stamina to push forward, right? Because sometimes when we've gone through a disappointment or we're not happy with how things have been working out in life, it can be very hard to muster up the courage and the energy to keep pushing forward. But I see that this spring, you guys have this burst of creativity, this burst of energy brimming from within you so that you can really channel that into action, forward movement. And you guys also have the Gemini card, which is all about communication. So there's a lot of communication here. There could be a lot of sharing ideas with other people too, you know. Gemini is definitely a sign of having a lot of people around them, being very sociable. I'm also getting a message for a lot of you about sharing with others or networking with others, partnering with others to help you reach your goals. I'm also hearing duality because, you know, the sign of Gemini is the twins. So there is a duality to this sign, right? Geminis are known for having multiple personalities, quote unquote, because of the twins, but also because Geminis are very mutable. They're adaptable. They're really good at seeing other people's perspectives. They're really good at flexing and pivoting in the moment to whatever environment or situation they're in. So I'm also feeling as though like part of the blessing you guys are receiving this spring is having to do with you being able to quickly adapt in the moment to the circumstances that you're in. Kind of thinking quickly on your feet. And that's kind of the energy that I'm getting with that 5 of Cups, because a lot of times that you guys, like that 5 of Cups is a very somber energy. It's like people can very easily get stuck in that, but I don't feel like you guys are. I feel like you're learning from any disappointments and you're using that energy, that disappointment energy to illuminate the path forward. So for pile 2, what blessings are happening this spring? We have the air element again. That's so funny. So you guys have air. So Gemini is an air sign for those of you that don't know. So this is talking about philosophy, discrimination, and empathy. So that's interesting because I don't always think of empathy with air signs. But again, you know, air is having to do with communication. It's having to do with your thought processes, the way that you guys think about things. So I love that it says philosophy here. So maybe there's something around the way that you guys think about things that's shifting here. Air is also an energy of movement too. Air and fire both very fast-paced energy. So this, whatever this blessing is it's propelling quick, fast movement for you guys. Let's see. We have the Arcturians, feeling safe, wisdom keepers, concern. Yeah. So I think that the cool thing is that you guys are safe and protected. Like regardless of your circumstances, regardless of what uncomfortable feelings you could be moving through, there is an energy of being protected. You see how this little alien is in the bubble here? He's safe. He's protected. He's able to connect and communicate with people that are different without like having concerns of being harmed, getting sick, whatever it is that he would be feeling concerned about. So safety and protection are certainly a part of this blessing that's headed your way. Group number 2. All right, let's get a couple more. So for pile 2, Spirit. Sorry, guys. It's hard to shuffle these without knocking my camera over. So what's happening for this blessing for group 2? In the spring. We have denial, failure to accept a situation, unhealthy cycles, or addictions. Okay. I think this is being illuminated for you guys with that 5 of Cups. I really do. You're coming out of a cycle. You're pushing for change is the vibe that I'm getting. We also have energy activation. Yes, it says connect to the divine through meditation or prayer. And at the bottom, we do have resolving issues, which is really good to see. That's what I feel this blessing is, you guys. I feel like this blessing is about like resolving some sort of an issue in your life and being able to move forward with excitement, passion, and energy. There could be some sort of cycle that you guys have been stuck in for a little while, maybe a rut that you've been stuck in for a while. And the spring season is really providing you with a time to be able to propel yourself forward and out of any stagnancy. So even just like I was mentioning earlier, it feels like the energy is the blessing, the energy activation, the enlightenment, the wisdom that you're gaining from your experiences is what's pushing you and guiding you forward. I feel like with this air energy, you guys are beginning to see your situation from a much higher perspective. And when you're able to see things from a higher perspective, a lot of times the little bitty details that we tend to get hung up on don't really matter as much anymore in the grand scheme of things, right? So focusing on the big picture is allowing you to make, you know, the right steps forward. So let's get just one more card for you, group 2, and then we will close this out. Integrity. I trust my ability to know what is true for me. This is beautiful. So this is an energy of you guys being able to be yourselves and being able to move in a way that feels authentic and true to you versus worrying about other people or opinions or falling into, you know, traps that don't align with your values. I definitely see this as you guys being able to align with what your values are in life. And it was interesting because this card, the air element, talked about philosophy. It also talked about discrimination. So I'm wondering if some of you guys have experienced some sort of discrimination or some form of unfairness or injustice recently, which is what's causing that disappointment. But this blessing, the blessing coming from any negativity there is that you're aware now of the right path forward that's more in alignment with your own values and your own philosophies in life, which is really inspiring. So group 2, I'm going to go ahead and close things out there, but I would love to hear what parts of this reading resonate for you. So drop me a comment below and let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not already, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in a new reading really soon. Bye. Hello there, pile number, I almost said 2, pile 3. If you guys picked out this beautiful pyrite crystal and the Pre-Raphaelite tarot, this is going to be your reading. We're going to dig into what blessings are headed your way this upcoming spring. Starting off with tarot, and then we will be shuffling all oracle decks on camera as well. So for pile 3, what blessings are coming in for pile 3 this upcoming spring season? We have an Ace of Pentacles. Love that. Lots of opportunity there. Ooh, we have the 9 of Pentacles. We love to see that. And then we have a Knight of Swords. Awesome. Okay. So pile 3, this is awesome. Just right off the bat. I definitely feel that this spring season is bringing in a time of financial prosperity and abundance for you. The 9 of Pentacles is all about having the means to really do whatever you want. I mean, it's financial freedom, honestly. So if you guys don't resonate with like specifically like total financial freedom, think of this card as like having a little bit of extra money to spend on luxury things or things that aren't necessarily necessities, right? Like instead of having to follow your grocery budget and all the other bill payments you have a little extra money to spend on things that you actually want to indulge in, okay? So lots of energy of good money for you guys, pile 3. You guys also have the Ace of Pentacles, which is also an energy that talks about money and finances, but the Ace of Pentacles talks about new opportunities. So I definitely feel that you guys have a new opportunity presenting itself to you this upcoming spring season. And this is something that can lead to even more abundance for you, even more prosperity for you. This could be some sort of financial investment. This could be some sort of career opportunity, some sort of job where you can potentially get paid, or something where you can really build and grow. And with our Knight of Swords here, this is an energy of communication and action and really going after something that you want. So for some of you guys, I see this Knight of Swords as your energy really going after these things, seizing the opportunity that's presented to you, acting on this potential energy versus just sitting and letting it, sit and do nothing with it, right? But it's like with this, I love how the scales are here, because like the scales are kind of telling me that the way you're going about this is very fair, just, balanced, and even keeled, right? I also feel for some of you guys with the scales being here that this blessing, this opportunity that's presenting to you is almost like good karma in a sense. Like you're reaping what you've sown is a vibe I'm getting here. So yeah, I love this energy, pile 3. Let's continue. I'm going to get a few more cards. So let's get one of these astrology cards. So for pile 2, tell us more about the blessings coming in for them this upcoming spring. We have the 9th house of faith. Okay. So the 9th house definitely has to do with like spirituality and faith and religion. It also has to do with things like travel. I think specifically foreign travel. So for a lot of you guys, that could be of significance here. I also have to point out here at the bottom of the deck, we have the 10th house, which has to do with it has to do with like publicity, like being in the public eye, or the way that you kind of stand out to others. So some of you guys may find yourselves being in the spotlight, or again, I'm getting travel here, which I think also makes sense with the Knight of Swords, because the Knight of Swords is kind of like a card that talks about movement. But yeah, the 9th house, let's look at this. We have like palm reading here. We've got astrology on the hand here. We also have a Ouija board, it looks like. So some of you guys, this blessing, this opportunity that's coming in for you could have to do with your faith. It could have to do with your spirituality. It could have to do with some sort of spiritual practice that you guys have. Maybe some of you guys have also set intentions, and this is now like through your spirituality or religion, and now it's coming to fruition for you. The universe is gifting this to you. Because it feels very like destined energy. You know what I mean? Yeah. Especially again with the scales, like something about your blessing feels like destined in a sense. So let's continue. So for pile 3, what's the blessing coming in for them this upcoming spring season? Okay, those both fell out, so let's take a look. All right, so we have the Agarthans. Manifesting, yes. This is multidimensional perception and attunement, yes. Manifestation is huge. Like I keep getting that energy. Like you guys have been manifesting this or really setting intentions for this. Maybe you guys have been using law of attraction to attract this blessing into your life. And I definitely feel that this is a time where you're really in alignment to receive this blessing. You're really in alignment to receive this goal that you've been wanting to achieve. I also feel with this energy, like we've got grapes, we've got fruits, like this is a time of fertility and abundance for you. Again, with that 9 of Pentacles, I think this is a time period where you guys really feel like you have everything you need to feel happy and abundant, and just that luxury element is coming in. this, we have the divine feminine, birthing, and fertility. Yeah, so this is definitely a time period of new beginnings. Like, you guys are really receiving with that divine feminine energy. You know, the divine feminine is all about being able to receive blessings. So rather than having to like run around and do a lot of work, you're just able to nurture what you have. You're able to nurture the things that you want to grow. This is also talking about giving birth to something new. So maybe this Ace of Pentacles is not necessarily an external offer that's coming from someone else. Could also be something that you guys have manifested on your own that you feel is going to be a really amazing opportunity for growth for you. So you've given birth to it, so to speak. All right, so for pile 3, what blessings are coming to them this upcoming spring? Let's get some clarity here for pile 3. Declutter. Let go of old items. Create a new sacred space for yourself. This came up in one of the other groups too. Pile 1, I think. So it's kind of like, you know, this energy of declutter is really interesting because you can use this decluttering as a way to manifest as well, since it seems like you guys are manifesting. Like, you know, for example, like if you, let's say you guys are wanting to manifest, like, I don't know, you're like a career where you work from home. Maybe part of decluttering is finding a perfect space in your home to create your dream home office. And so that means you have to let go of old stuff that's kind of standing in your way of being able to create that for yourself. Do you guys get what I mean? And also just decluttering your space is a great way to get rid of old energy that's just been stagnant. You know, old clothes you haven't worn in a while, things like that. We also have deception, false illusions, scarcity mentality, and falling into bad habits. Oh no. Yeah, I can kind of see that, like, you know, I mean, I don't really see a lot of that in the other cards that we got, but I do think that sometimes when we feel like we have everything, you know, it's because we've worked hard to get those things, right? But if too much time passes where we don't really have to work for anything, I think it is easy to fall into stagnancy and bad habits. You know what I mean? So I think that's just like a message for some of you guys out there to just keep in mind, like, you know, just because you may have everything you want right now, it doesn't mean that you should stop investing in yourself or stop striving towards something or stop growing. You know what I mean? I also think too, for a lot of you guys, again, with like the justice energy coming in with the Knight of Swords, any sort of like deceptive energies, I think that you're able to clearly confront those things now. Because the Knight of Swords doesn't play. Like, the Knight of Swords is a confrontational knight. Like, they're going to cut to the heart of the matter with anything that doesn't make sense to them. They're going to have a conversation. So I think anything coming up for you this spring that feels off, I see you guys really feeling empowered to confront it. So let's get just one closing message for group 3 for their blessings for the spring. We have devotion. It says, as I fully commit to my values, relationships, and God, I'm clear about what to do next. I love this energy for you. You guys also have the Mother at the bottom of the deck, which is interesting because I think pile 1 had Father come out and pile 3 has Mother. If you guys are drawn to both piles, there's probably a reason for that, having to do with family dynamics. But Mother energy is also talking about this divine feminine energy of giving birth to something new. So it definitely feels like you guys have a lot of opportunity that's coming from your own creation that you get to act on this upcoming spring. And this is talking about being able to commit to your values, right? So I kind of go back to the 9th house here. Like, maybe it's your spiritual beliefs. Maybe it's your religious values for some of you, whatever that is. And I think this is also talking about, like, when you're in alignment with what you value, it's very clear what you're supposed to do. You know what I mean? It's only when you feel wavering in your values and principles that things can feel really murky and we're not really sure we're just kind of floating around, going with the flow, you know? So I think that this is really beautiful energy of like you guys having the direction that you need because you are so steadfast in what you want for yourself. So whether that has to do with career or relationships or whatever, this unwavering devotion to self, unwavering devotion to values is really propelling you guys forward onto your path. So we are going to go ahead and close it out there, group 3, but I would love to hear from you in the comments how it resonated. Please let me know. If you're not already, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in a new one really soon. Bye-bye.